Alleging silent treatment by state government over the regularization demand, all Nagaland ad hoc teachers group launches indefinite hunger strike. Decision to shift gear from silent protest to indefinite fast taken on Thursday on the fourth day of the initial protest. Following centre's ban on Popular Front of India for 5 years, state government also declared PFI and its associates as unlawful association. State Chief Secretary J. Alam, in an order, delegates power to state police commissioners, district magistrates and deputy commissioners to enforce the ban. For abandoning the four-lane work midway, Kohima bench of Guwahati High Court orders Oasis Techno Construction Limited to liquidate 10% of the total contract amount to NHIDCL within a month. Court also directs NHIDCL not to release any pending dues, including the bank guarantee, to the firm. Congress President polls takes another interesting twist as Digvijay Singh on Friday drops out of the race and announces his support for Mallikarjun Kharge, who threw his hat at the last minute. Meanwhile, senior Congress leaders and MP Shashi Tharoor and KN Tripathi files their nomination for the post at the AICC office in the national capital. Digvijay drops out, Kharge versus Tharoor for Congress chief. To curb high inflation, Reserve Bank of India on Friday announces a 50 basis points hike in the repo rate. Notably, this is the fourth consecutive rate hike after a 40 basis points increase in May and 50 basis points hike each in June and August. RBI hikes repo rate by 50 points, fourth hike in 2022. Welcome to Nagaland TV. You're watching Nltv News now. I am Yashira and now the news in detail. Alleging silent treatment by the state government over the regularization demand, all Nagaland ad hoc teachers group launched indefinite hunger strike. Decision to shift gear from silent protest to indefinite fast was taken on Thursday on the fourth day of the initial silent protest. Notably, the spokesperson of ANATG, Bendang Semsu Ozukum, while addressing the members and the media on Thursday at the Solidarity Park, said that even the pregnant woman and even the nursing mother has consented to join the strike, while the Central Core Committee will identify the volunteers who come forward to go for the hunger strike. It may be mentioned that so far 73 member volunteers from different districts have submitted their participation. He further informed that the venue is yet to be declared for the staging of the hunger strike. Meanwhile, he also pointed out that 1166 aggrieved teachers has a consensual decision that there will no be any negotiation now, but to regularize their services.
Batch, the NRG, the All Nagaland ad hoc teachers group 2015 batch has declared indefinite hunger strike from this moment on, the 29th of September 2022. Whilst stating this statement, we also make it clear that this hunger strike will be indefinite. We also make it clear that we also make it clear after a common decision by the 1166 that there will be no more negotiations, because the member has to say that 4 days of silent sit in protest is the maximum patience which any individual can display. So, basing on the views and opinions and suggestions and the willingness by the 1166 of the 1166, the NRG is on hunger strike agitation.
After the centre's ban on Popular Front of India for 5 years, the state government has also declared PFI and its associates as unlawful association and delegated powers to Commissioner of Police, the district magistrates and the deputy commissioners in the state to enforce the ban. The central government under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act had declared PFI and its associates as unlawful association via a notification which was declared on 28 September. State Chief Secretary J. Alam stated that according to the centre's notification directing the states and union territories to exercise powers under UAPA, the state government has directed that the Commissioner of Police, the district magistrates and the deputy commissioners shall exercise the powers accordingly. PFI's associates include Rehab India Foundation, Campus Front of India, All India Imams Council, National Confederation of Human Rights Organization, National Women's Front, Junior Front, Empower India Foundation and Rehab Foundation, Kerala. Eastern Nagaland College Students' Union held a joint meeting with its federating units on September 24 to September 26 with regard to the collection of membership fee by non-Eastern students' unions from students belonging to Eastern Nagaland. The union resolved not to pay its membership fees to non-Eastern students' unions by students belonging to Eastern Nagaland, irrespective of one's institution in Nagaland. Notably, it also resolved not to participate in sports and events organized by Non-Eastern Students' Union, and the federating units endorsed full support to the decision taken by ENCSU. Moreover, the ENCSU directed the students to comply the orders and warned that defaulters will be strictly penalized by the union. Following Oasis Techno Construction Limited's abandonment of Package 3 of the 4-lane road from Fifema to Jotsoma, the Kohima bench of the Guwahati High Court on Wednesday ordered the firm to liquidate 10% of the total contract amount to National Highways and Infrastructure Development Corporation within a month. Notably, the work order of Package 3, which is a 14.210 km stretch, was issued as early as September 1, 2021 for an amount of Rs 111.19 crore, and the stipulation to complete the work was within 12 months, which is, however, not been completed yet so far. The court also directed the NHIDCL authorities not to release any pending dues, including the bank guarantee, to the respondent of the firm without the leave of the court. Notably, a bench of the court summoned all the 3 directors of Oasis Techno Construction Limited to be present in the court on the next returnable date to enable it to pass appropriate orders, while it also implemented the newly appointed contractor Tachu & Co. as a party respondent in the present PIL. Furthermore, it directed the authority engineer, the authorities of the NHIDCL and the newly appointed contractor to maintain the road under Package 3 so that the commuters do not face any difficulties or inconveniences. Meanwhile, with regard to the permissible tonnage of heavy vehicles plying within the Package 1, 2 and 3, appropriate orders will be passed in the presence of the state authorities on the next date, which is on October 12. A 132 kilowatt tower of the Dimapur-Kohima transmission line, location number 116 along NH29 at Ferrima, has been seriously damaged by a landslide, posing a great danger to commuters and the general public in and around the affected area. Executive Engineer, Transmission Division, Dimapur, stated in a press release that the affected tower had been safely pulled down and that every effort was being made to repair the line. Therefore, the department has requested the people to stay away from the impacted area until a permanent tower is built. The department sought cooperation from everyone. Lok Sabha member and Disha Nagaland chairperson Tohiko Yepthumi presided over the second quarterly district development coordination and monitoring meeting for the Perin district on Thursday at the conference room of the Deputy Commissioner Perin. The Ministry of Rural Development instructed the MPs to monitor centrally sponsored schemes, to review the progress of development and welfare-based programs and to submit the reports quarterly. Further, Tokiho told the members of Perin District Disha that the meeting was called in order to ascertain whether the schemes were being used as intended by the responsible departments. Dimapur District Excise Duty Party reported various seizures during the intensive routine checking at various locations within Dimapur town. Superintendent of Excise and Prohibition Tokuho Asumi informed that a total of 508 bottles and cans of assorted Indian-made foreign liquor and 755 liters of country liquor were seized and destroyed on the spot. 26 accused were arrested and penalized under relevant sections of the Nagaland Liquor and Total Prohibition Act. Excise Dimapur has informed that it will conduct its intensive routine checking and raids within its jurisdiction every now and then. Nagaland Baptist Church Council General Secretary Reverend Dr. Zelhao Keho emphasized on churches opening rehabilitational centers for the drug dependents and engaged counselors to address drug addiction. He urged associations to set up rehab model centers where intensive counseling could take place by making use of the professional counselors. Reverend Dr. Keho said that this is during a panel discussion on sunflower drug and its effect on young people today, which was organized by NBCC Youth Department at NBCC Platinum Jubilee Hall on Thursday. State Mental Health Institute Kohima's Senior Medical Officer Dr. Vike Toli Penyu informed sunflower was a street name of heroin that came in cheaper form. He mentioned that sunflower reactions remained for about 4 to 5 hours. NBCC Youth Department Secretary and Suhuto Chishi said associations must constitute a team of volunteers to respond to the issue and prepare sermons on drug addiction or dependency. Reverend Dr. Keho further stressed on the need to set up a check post at the right place to keep check on illegal activities. Nine participants from Nagaland are all set to participate in the 36th National Games in Gujarat, which commenced from Thursday. The Nagaland contingent consists of players who will take part in archery, athletics, boxing and wrestling events in the National Games, which will end on October 12. In archery, Adinkunur Rikha will compete in individual recurve, while Nikesa Sakri is set to take part in compound round. Other team members Zokhoto Demo, Nukho Lohe and Veduzo Di Vadio have qualified for Indian round. In athletics, Tucho T will compete in 5,000 meter race, while Nike Toli Belho will appear in men's 100 meter sprint. In boxing, Nirmal will represent the state in women's 57 kg category, while Nozi Zono Kotso is the lone wrestler in 50 kg freestyle event. Joint Secretary Nagaland Olympic Association Kupoto Shohei is the chief the mission. Besides that, 2 technical officials from the state have been selected by the Athletics Federation of India to officiate at the National Games. The 2 officials are Vinolik Medom and Nico Silik. Mokokchung police on Monday arrested 3 persons on charges of extortion. The 3 accused were identified as SS Captain of NSCN IM, Ningreso, and SS Corporal Redimson from Manipur's Ukhrul and Temsung Jungla, who hails from Mokokchung. Reportedly, Mokokchung police detained 3 accused during an area domination at Longkong Road Junction. Police further recovered cash of Rs 20,992 on bike and 1 bike and 3 mobile phones from the accuseds. Police informed that a case was registered and further investigation is underway. The regional committees of Namsai, Lohit and Lower Dibang Valley of Arunachal and Tinsukia district of Assam met for the second joint meeting at the Arunachal Bhavan in Dibrugarh on Thursday to resolve the decades-long interstate border dispute. Arunachal Deputy Chief Minister Chauna Main opined that both the states' governments are committed to resolve the 7 decades-old border dispute. The boundary issue between Namsai and Tinsukia district and Lohit and Tinsukia district is almost sorted, as there is no boundary dispute in these 2 districts with Assam. The Assam side was led by Border Protection and Development Minister Atul Bora, MLA Bolin Chetia, Deputy Commissioners of Tinsukia and Dibrugarh, and Superintendents of Police. Health and Family Welfare Minister also Libang MLAs Gum Taeng, Jumung Ete Diori, Karikho Kerai, Muchu Mithi Chao Jingnu Namchung, Deputy Commissioners and Superintendents of Police of Namsai, Lohit, Lower Dibang Valley, Lohit and Namsai attended the meeting from Arunachal side. "15 people serving life terms in different jails in Tripura and Agra were set free before the completion of their tenure on grounds of good conduct on Wednesday. A ceremonial event was held on the premises of the Kendriya Sansod Nagar in Agartala, and Jail Minister Ram Prasad Paul handed over the release orders to the convicts. Jail Minister Paul said that it is the first time that so many convicted prisoners have been pardoned and released. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh, while speaking as a guest at Manipur University on Thursday, said that the government will recognize every unsung hero who had fought against British colonialism and was involved in the freedom struggle as martyr. Manipur CM Biren Singh was speaking as a chief guest at the one-day national dialogue on tribal heroes in India's freedom struggle at the Manipur University. Manipur CM Biren Singh also highlighted that the sacrifices by many tribal freedom fighters and their contribution towards the nation. CM Singh urged everyone to be a part of the national dialogue on tribal heroes in India's freedom struggle, which is being organized across 125 universities in India to remember the unforgettable contribution of tribals in the freedom struggle. The twist and turn of events in the Congress president polls saga continues as Digvijay Singh on Friday said he is dropping out of the race for the post and extended his support to Mallikarjun Kharge. In as surprising move, Kharge retired entered in the race at the very last minute. Singh earlier on Thursday said that he would file his nominations on Friday. Singh said that Kharge is his last leader and senior, so he cannot think of contesting election against him. Singh further added that he will not compromise his commitment towards the Gandhi family. Meanwhile, Shashi Tharoor and Jharkhand Congress leader K.N. Tripathi have filed their nomination on Friday, which is also the last day of filing nominations. Earlier on Thursday, Rajasthan CM Ashok Gehlot, who was a front runner, decided to opt out from the race after his camp rebelled in Rajasthan to block Sachin Pilot's appointment as the next chief minister.
वो अड़चन सब समाप्त हो गई है, सब एकजुट हैं, आराम से। अभी तो विड्रॉल की टाइम और बाकी है। हो सकता है कोई विड्रॉ कर जाए, सची जरूरी विड्रॉ भी कर सकता है, कोई नहीं कह सकता। नहीं, मैं उम्मीद नहीं कर, मैं एक बता रहा हूँ आपको, मैं ये मानता हूँ कि जो भी फैसला सीनियर्स ने किया है मिलकर के, खड़गे साहब को खड़ा किया है, सबने मिलकर खड़ा किया है, वो कामयाब होंगे।
भारत राहुल गांधी के साथ खड़ा है, जन नेता के साथ खड़ा है और पूरा भारत उनके साथ खड़ा है। उनका निर्देश हुआ है कि पार्टी का हर नेता, हर कार्यकर्ता आवेदन दे सकता है। इस बार राहुल जी नहीं लड़ रहे हैं, सोनिया जी नहीं लड़ रही हैं, हम लोगों ने आवेदन दिया है। इसके बाद पार्टी के बड़े नेताओं का जैसा निर्देश होगा वो सिरोधार्य होगा, वैसे हम लोग
कितने सेट आपने दिए हैं? क्योंकि आप ये चर्चा है कि कौन कितने सेट कर रहा है।
नहीं सेट का नहीं, हम तो एक ही सेट कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि एक ही सेट काफ़ी होता है, हम एक सेट ही।
उम्मीद है कि दो बड़े नाम, एक तरफ मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे जो एलओपी हैं राज्यसभा में, वो भरने वाले हैं, शशि थरूर भर रहे हैं, तो आपको
मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे जी हमारे नेता हैं, हमारे पार्टी के नेता।
Congress leader and former Deputy Chief Minister of Rajasthan, Sachin Pilot, met Sonia Gandhi on Thursday in the national capital amid the ongoing political crisis in Rajasthan. Pilot's meeting with Congress President Sonia Gandhi came after Rajasthan Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot was ruled out of the race to contest the Congress presidential elections. Pilot said that Congress President listened to him calmly and had a detailed discussion regarding Jaipur, Rajasthan. Pilot further added that Congress wants to win the 2023 Rajasthan polls by working together hard. On the other hand, senior Congress leader Digvijay Singh said that Nehru Gandhi will remain in leadership whosoever becomes the president of the Congress party.
लंबे समय के बाद से खुशी यहाँ पे देखी जा रही है। मैंने अध्यक्ष से मुलाकात करी और उन्होंने शांतिपूर्ण तरीके से हमारी सारी बातों को सुना और कार्यक्रम हुआ राजस्थान के जयपुर में, उस पर विस्तार से हमने चर्चा करी और मैं मानता हूँ कि जो मेरे सेंटिमेंट्स थे, जो मेरी भावनाएं थी, जो मेरा फीडबैक था, तो मैंने इत्मीनान से कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष सोनिया गांधी जी को बताया है और हम सब यही चाहते हैं कि हम इसी तरह मेहनत कर 2023 का विधानसभा चुनाव जीतें। उसके लिए हमको मिलकर काम करना पड़ेगा और राजस्थान के संदर्भ में जो भी निर्णय या जो भी डिसीजन लेना है वो कांग्रेस पार्टी लेंगी। सबका एक ही उद्देश्य है बाकी राज्यों में कांग्रेस पार्टी के चुनाव को जीत को सुनिश्चित करें और मुझे पूरा यकीन है कि हम लोग अगले 12-13 महीने में खूब मेहनत कर दोबारा।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi flagged off the Gandhinagar Mumbai Central Vande Bharat Express train at Gandhinagar on Friday. This is the third Vande Bharat train in the country and the other two being run between New Delhi to Varanasi and New Delhi to Sri Mata Vaishno Devi Katra. The new express train will run between Gandhinagar and Mumbai, connecting the state capitals of Gujarat and Maharashtra. And the train will run 6 days except Sunday.
अगर ये वंदे भारत एक्सप्रेस की ये तीसरी ट्रेन है, इससे पहले 2 ट्रेनें चल रही हैं, सफल तरीके से चल रही हैं, तो
The Reserve Bank of India on Friday announced a 50 basis point hike in the repo rate to fight against high inflation. Notably, this is the fourth consecutive rate hike after 40 basis point increase in May and 50 basis point hike each in June and August. In all, RBI has raised the benchmark rate by 1.90% since May to cool off domestic retail inflation that has stayed above the central bank's upper tolerance limit of 6% each month. And now with the latest rate hike, the repo rate now stands at 5.9%. It is to be mentioned that repo rate is the rate at which the central bank lends short-term funds to the banks. Announcing the policy decision, RBI Governor Shaktikanta Das highlighted that the worry of the rate-setting panel on inflation and said that the central bank is watching the price situation closely. Following court orders, the Government of India has ordered the internet services providers to block 67 pornographic websites for violating new IT guidelines that were announced in 2021. The Department of Telecom, through an email, has asked the service providers to block 63 websites based on Pune Court decision and 4 websites based on Uttarakhand High Court ruling and Ministry of Electronics and IT orders. A university brawl turns ugly as student of Jamia Millia Islamia University was allegedly shot by another student at the Holy Family Hospital premises in Delhi on Thursday. Delhi police said that during a brawl between two groups of students at the Jamia University library, a law student Noman Chaudhary sustained blunt injury on his head. He was shifted to Holy Family Hospital for treatment. Police further added that another student, Noman Ali, accompanied by Jalal from the other group, also visited the hospital to see his friend Noman. It was during the moment when Jalal fired a shot at Noman Ali outside the emergency ward. Noman Ali has sustained an injury on the scalp and has been shifted to All India Institute of Medical Sciences Trauma Center. In the latest sign of deteriorating security situation in the Afghan capital, a suicide bomb attack on an education center in Dasht-e-Barchi area in Kabul has killed at least 19 people and injured over 27 people. Reportedly, students were taking a practice university entrance exam on Friday morning when the blast took place. It may be noted that there has been no claim of responsibility for the attack yet. It may also be mentioned that Dasht-e-Barchi area has been the location of several attacks for some time which have targeted schools and hospitals. Four Palestinians killed, 44 wounded during an Israeli military raid on a refugee camp in West Bank town in Jenin on Wednesday. The raid was related to an attack in Tel Aviv in April which left 3 people dead. The Israel Defense Forces entered Jenin refugee camp to apprehend 2 suspects involved in a number of recent shooting attacks. Notably, the suspects opened fire toward the security forces. The security forces fired back according to standard operating procedures and killed the suspects. The men killed were Ahmad Al-Awene, Abed Kazem, Muhammad Al-Wane and Muhammad Abu Nasah. That is all for now. Keep watching Nagaland TV for more news and updates.
अरे तूने अभी तक कुछ किया ही नहीं।
अरे ये तो लो क्वालिटी टंकी है।
होशियारी मत दिखाओ, दुकानदार ने 5 साल की गारंटी दी है।
अरे 5 साल छोड़िए, इसका पानी पियेंगे ना तो बहुत जल्दी हम लोग पहुँचेंगे। अंदर का सरफेस प्लेन, स्मूथ और प्योर व्हाइट भी नहीं है। आप एक काम क्यों नहीं करते, निप्को ताज का एक टंकी लगा लीजिए।
लेक्चर बंद करो, लगाओ।
मरने दो बुड्ढे को, मेरा